Hello everyone, I'm back here in Easton. If you go back to my first video in June 25, I did the driveway for this customer. I'll put a card up somewhere here. But what I'm doing today is Indian Sandstone Patio. It's very black and Biocide the front drive. I'll turn you around so you can see what I'm dealing with. There is some damage along these edges. There. And some of the pointing is gone, but I'll do my best to save the pointing because most of it's not too bad, just some little area. So this is the Indian sandstone I've got to do, and then these are just, I believe, sort of concrete slabs by the look of them. Like as always, my water butt is filling up and it's pretty good water pressure. I quickly turn you around. I'll just take you out to the front to show you this rear drive, which I did in June the 1st. Well, end of May it was, but I posted on YouTube June the 1st, 2025. So like I say, the card's here. I'll turn you around, it's beautiful. So yeah, so I'm going to go over with the flat surface cleaner to begin with to remove the top layer of grime. Then going to go in with Hypo treatment. Going to be fairly strong, 3-to-1 mix I reckon. And then I reckon it might need another one. So, well, we'll see how we get on. Okay, so I'll set you up and we'll crack on. Okay, I've just gone over with a flat surface cleaner with a 40 degrees nozzle, and for those people who say you don't need chemicals to clean, you do, because this is what I'm left with after a 20 litre per minute machine using an 18-inch surface cleaner with the correct sort of jets and the correct nozzles for the machine and for the service. Here you go, turn you around. Look at all those black spots. Up on here, still loads of black spots. Look at them. Look at that. Okay, so for all those gurus out there who think they know everything, you cannot clean surfaces really good without chemicals when it's like this. And this will mostly take 2 treatments of Hypo, or maybe 3 treatments of Hypo, but depending how much I go kind of through, I will most probably use a Biocide at the end. I'm going to chuck it in for the customer, because like I said at the start, I did this with a driveway at the front, and I need to Biocide that anyhow. So for a goodwill gesture, depending on the results I get with the Hypo, I might put Biocide on this as well. Okay, so I'll set you up and we'll get the first lot of Hypo using the Pro Foam combined with the switch tip. I'll set you up on the tripod. Okay, I've now done a second treatment of Hypo. I'll turn you around so you can see what I'm dealing with. As you can see, the bits just down here, they're still very black with black spots. I'm going to do one more sort of treatment, then maybe another one. So this will now be my third treatment of Hypo. I'm going in literally 2-to-1 mix. I did put on neat and it didn't make any difference to where I'm doing it at the moment. So I was going to go in neat, but as it didn't really make any difference, I'm going to still just keep doing what I'm doing. 2-to-1 on the first switch tip. That's setting 4 on my machine. So yeah, I will put another Hypo down. I will mostly do 4, and that is it, because there's only so many Hypo treatments you can do and what I've charged for the job. And then, like I said, as is a good customer, I'm going to then follow up after today when I'm finished, put Biocide on there, so hopefully that will help to remove more of the black spots. But ideally it needs a Biocide sort of a treatment later on in the year, just to like help to clean it over the winter and then come back to it next year and give it another go, I reckon. But we'll see what we can get it looking like today. But at the moment this hasn't been cleaned. Well, I don't think they ever cleaned it, so it's really bad. These sort of spots are really embedded, and yeah, all fun and games, but it's a lovely sunny day. So yeah, I'll sit here on a tripod and let's crack on. Okay, after 3 Hypo treatments, this is what we're left with. It's still got loads of black spots, but it's loads better. But yeah, so I'm going to do one more Hypo treatment and then going to do a Biocide. Best I can do. I'll turn you around. as you can see, still quite a lot of black spots. These bits, that's the fossil in this slab. But yeah, it's 100 times better than what it was, but up here, as I say, it's ingrained in the slab. There's nothing wrong with what I'm doing because this is just an old patio. This done exactly the same sort of treatment on here. Look at that and that. This is an old patio, what's never been cleaned, what's never been looked after. So remember that when you're pricing sort of jobs, always set the customer's expectations. Yes, hopefully you can get all the black spots up, or most of them, but in some cases there will still be black spots. But I've literally gone through, well, I've gone through a whole 20 litre of Hypo, and I'm starting my second container of Hypo. So that's how much Hypo this has had, and there's still a lot of black spots. So well, I set you up for the fourth and final Hypo treatment. For Hypo treatment. Okay then, I've done a fourth and final Hypo treatment. I've gone through 30 litres of Hypo on this job, 30 litres, and still I have black spots. So definitely going to do a Biocide treatment. A bit disappointed because got high expectations, but there's a lot of fossil markings in the patios. I don't know if some of this, what I think is black spots, is actual fossil. I will turn you around and just show you some of the fossils. That's a fossil. The fossils in here. Fossil here. And we have fossil there. So yeah, so I know there's still a lot of black spots, but some of them could be fossils, I don't know. But yeah, this is what I've ended up with. I'll do a little walk around so you can see. Hot tub area has come up really nice. There you go. And this is what I'm left with. After 30 litres of Hypo, multiple flat surface cleaner attempts, which I thought just give a tickle with a flat surface cleaner. But yeah, lot better than what it was. But this is why you need to set customers' expectations. Don't say you will remove all black spots, but if I said this to the customer, they'd have been disappointed. But I said to them, as it's not been cleaned for a long time, there will be probably a lot of black spots, but I don't know until I start the job and start putting hypo, seeing what's lifting and what isn't. I have advised the customer to let me come back after summer to apply a biocide treatment, and next year, about March time, give it another clean and a biocide, and I think then by then all the black spots will be disappeared and gone, and it'll be back to a normal Indian sandstone patio. Up here on the concrete pad, as you can see, it's come up super clean. Hardly any black spots at all, just these little bits here and along that edge. But like I said, going to do a biocide treatment, so they will come off over the next couple of months. So there you go. So yeah, so am I happy with it? Yes, because it's a lot better than what it was, and you can only do so much. It's down to the customer to maintain it, in all fairness. And yeah, well, 30 litres, I've never ever used 30 litres of hypo on a job, never. So it just proves how much effort I've put into this patio to bring it back to life. And yes, it will get better over time because I'm going to apply a biocide. So I might ask the customer if I can come back in a couple of months and see what it looks like. So I'm going to apply the biocide. Okay, then we're all done. I've just done a biocide treatment. The customer is really, really happy with the job. He's over the moon. So that makes me even more happier because I've put loads of effort into this and a lot of hypo. I'll turn you around. This is the hot tub area, and this is the patio. As you can see, a lot of black spots still, fossil. So yeah, so that is it for me. So if you like this content, please hit that like, subscribe. I'm at around 800 followers, so it'd be great to get to 1,000. Hit that like, or smash that subscribe now. Come on, do it. Thanks from Phil, PJB. Catch you on the next one.